Hello, hello, collective. Welcome to Carmaboo Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Carmen. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I do use tarot cards, runes, numbers, letters, crystals, and colorful language. If any of that offends you, feel free to hard left this video. For those of you who are staying, we're going to get the lunar eclipse, full moon in Libra read for the sign of Virgo. Okay, so for those of you who are unfamiliar, March 25th is going to be the lunar eclipse, and it's the full moon in Libra. The lunar eclipse energy brings about a marking of an ending and a beginning. So that means we're going to be getting closure and celebration. So the message that comes with the full moon in Libra is to find a balance. Find a balance. What does that mean? It means to balance your needs and what you do for others. If you're in a crisis mode, to find the right kind of help. Co-create, not codependency. Okay? Good affirmation at this time is there is love all around me. I am lovable. Stones at this time are going to be lapis lazuli for balance and harmony, rose quartz to open your heart chakra, and tiger's eye for protection. Herbs are going to be beech, thyme, ginger. Scents are going to be chamomile, lavender, or bergamot. Alright, Spirit, what is shaken for Virgo during this full moon in Libra / lunar eclipse? Queen of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Cups reversed. Alright, some of you might be having some severe shakeups right now. I am shocked the tower's not out here. Okay, so, the Queen of Pentacles reversed is kind of a stability shakeup here. Some of you might be losing a source of finance in some way, shape, or form, like some sort of revenue that is no longer coming in. It's definitely creating an emotional rift. Some of you might be coming to that point of conclusion with something emotionally, whether that be like this could be a situation where you're just losing your nesting energy or the appreciation for your home, because maybe like your kids are old enough and they're like moving to college, so you're struggling to really still find that happiness and that sense of structure within home when the family's not available to be in the home. Like it's um kind of that divide and conquer type of energy, especially with the Chariot reverse here. I don't feel like you have to travel or do anything. I do feel like there's movement here, but it's not your movement, if that makes sense. For those of you who are planning like trips or vacations, it may be getting canceled due to like some sort of discord somewhere or some sort of like instability like in the region you're going to or something like that. Could just be like the hotel canceling your room or something. Take it how it resonates, but there's some sort of insufficient, unstable actions that create that to be rolled up into a little bit of chaos here, where things aren't going to feel fair. They're going to feel like it's something that you're losing. For some of you, it may even hit your ego a little bit, that like perhaps if it is that situation where like your kids are choosing to just kind of move out and go their own way, it does leave you feeling some type of way as a parent. For some of you, this could be like if you're going through, let's say you're going through a divorce or a breakup, and the other parent wants the children, and the children say they want to go with the other parent versus staying with you. That doesn't mean you have to go. You have to choose and do what keeps you stable, what keeps your emotional health okay, what is financially, mentally, emotionally, physically okay with you is what you need to do. You have to find that balance between really rooting yourself in, getting to know yourself and your needs better, and knowing that the emotional happiness that comes later, and it doesn't come from other people, it comes from the self. That's going to be a really big energy for you guys this year, learning that you are your happiness, you are the creator of your destiny. It's going to be a big path for you guys this year. So let's clarify. Oh, that's quick. 444 555, yeah. There's an energy of like, don't give up on the situation where the stability is at. Like, where you lay your head, where the stability is, There's your spirit guides are telling you don't give up on it, okay? It may be a situation where you do have to be kind of nosy about something. For some of you, this may be a loss of a vehicle, with it being the Chariot. For some of you, you're like losing a car. Maybe it like costs too much to fix. Or maybe you're just unhappy with the vehicle anymore. For some of you, it could be buying a new car or figuring out how to finance a new place to live. The Chariot also is travel or movement. It could be you guys just really figuring out where it is that you want to go. Be careful about making any life-changing choices during this time. Make sure that you are in a balanced emotional state to make those choices. You need to investigate. You need to experience something. You need to get a physical, emotional, mental understanding of why there's cause for this, why there's reason for this. Yeah, 222 reversed. All right, so definitely once you find the balance of knowing like why the stability got rocked, then there's going to be this emotional lapse here where you're really struggling to think positive about things, struggling to like deal with partnerships or deal with children or deal with like the family alignment, the emotional aspect of relationships. It's like as soon as you figure out why something is physically not good, then you are figuring why emotionally it wasn't fucking good. What's the Chariot? Yeah. You stop dead in your tracks by the truth. There's some sort of honesty that comes out, and it's like a dead stopping truth. Like it's, whoa. It's like a dead stop truth. It could be like you being told, hey, you shouldn't be traveling so much because of your health. Or, hey, you know, we're not able to give you a loan because you're in the middle of a divorce. Or we're not able to, it's like this obstacle, this stuck thing. What is that? What is... All right, what's the truth? Let's just see. The Ten of Wands. You've been doing too much. That's the truth. The truth is it was just too much. There was too much going on, too much to bring to market, too much effort to get shit done. Like you can put your heart and your soul into something, but at the end of the day, like if it's not something that people are going to value, you're wasting your time. Like you may love it to pieces, but if other people do not cherish and love that same thing, then there is no value to it to other people. And that's the truth of it. Like maybe you struggled to like pay a ridiculous mortgage and keep up with the Joneses your whole life, and like your kids are leaving and they're just like, that's not how I want to live, and you're just like, why the hell not? Like I busted my ass to make that happen for you, and they're just like, yeah, but that's not what I want. And it's a hard truth. There's a very big form of honesty here that's coming, and it's coming from a good place from you, but it was too much. Yeah. Some of them may even try to lie to you about what it was that was too much. So take it with a grain of salt why they're telling you that, especially when it comes to like the things that you're most passionate about. Somebody could be telling you like a half truth, or they could be like diluting the truth of how they feel about something. They could be like, yeah, like you provided for us as children, but you were gone all the time. We never see you. It could be a situation like that, or it could be a situation where a partner's like, listen, like I have to work all the time and then come home and take care of the kids because you're too busy with your leaving hobby. Something to that effect. It's a half truth, it's a diluted truth. Like there is honesty within it, but just make sure that you're getting the whole picture and the whole truth from someone. So be mindful that you're not like interrupting them when they're speaking, or be mindful that you're showing them the respect and courtesy that they need, the emotional space they need to really give you the full truth. And it may have to be on their terms, not your terms. Like, you may want to do it in one place to go speak to this person, and they may not be comfortable with that. You may have to like, yeah. Ideals and intuition. Neptune, you guys. Okay, so y'all pay attention where your Neptune placements are, okay? It is the planet of ideals and your intuition. So your intuition is going to tell you whether this is really true or not true. Okay, so purple is also the color of mystery, you guys. So mystery and curiosity. So your curiosity may get the best of you during this time. Be careful with that. Make sure that your ideas are not fanciful. Make sure you're setting goals that are responsible and reasonable for all parties involved, not just your own emotional happiness. Make sure it's even for everybody. Full moon was reversed, okay? So it's not time for you to evaluate your manifestations, okay? I feel like there's a lot of you that are going to be getting some emotional explosions from other people. Make sure that you're not letting their ideas and their opinions influence your manifestation. Like, it's okay to listen to them to know and understand why they're doing what they're doing, but I would not say to let that really break what you believe is best for you. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. Some of you are going to be taking an L. We're just going to say that. There's a lot of you that are going to be taking an L during this time. It's important that you get back up. It is important that you get back up. Perth. Occult, secret, dice cup, mystery, evolutionary change. There's definitely some secrets that are coming out. And again, with that mystery, the purples, like, oh, there's going to be quite a few of you that are really dealing with some gambling ass energy here, where you're like really having to use your discernment and your intuition to really decide whether people are being honest with you or not. They may choose to tell you the half truth just because it's too much. It takes too much for them to tell you the truth. So they're giving you a half truth so that you will kind of just, I don't want to say evade, but like, it's like they're giving you a half, like a filtered response or like a half truth, just so that there can be, like, so that there isn't a secret, but there's still mystery to it. Because they don't want to give you the full picture. Emotional abandonment is a very serious scar. A very serious scar, whether that's someone doing it to you or you doing it to other people. So keep that in mind when you're communicating with these people. Make sure that you are not throwing salt on the wound, okay? Like, just be very careful about how you're speaking to these people, specifically if it's family or your children. Be gentle. You do have to find that balance between getting what you need out of these conversations and making sure that you're doing what you need to do and doing it on time. But you also, it's almost like a craving. It's like a craving to know the emotional aspect behind it. Asking for that emotional part of it may be what causes the explosion. That may be what forced the change. But I feel like it was something that was really hard on this person or these people. It was something that was really hard on them that caused this change. This shift in perspective, the intuitive reasoning of why they feel they need to do it another way than you think they should. There's reasonings behind it, and for you to understand it, like, they will have to open up to you. Just make sure that you're being kind and that you make an attempt to not just make them comfortable enough to tell you But, I mean, you do get to tell your side too. And it may be one of those situations where they walk away because they don't want to hear your side of the story. And that's something that you may have to make peace with. Like, you may want to release the negativity and they don't, or vice versa. You may want to pivot the moment and try to release the negativity and manifest something positive, and they may not want to. We don't get to control every aspect of everyone else. We can only control ourselves. Yeah. Can I get one more, Spirit? I want one more for Virgo. This is deep. What advice do we have for Virgo? Perf and occult. You gotta be shitting me. Okay. For some of you, you might be dealing with someone that dabbles in the occult. I'm just gonna openly say it. Y'all might be dealing with it. Or this could be you dabbling into the occult to try to figure out the mystery that comes with this person. Some of you might be looking into your Chiron, doing moon magic, using your runes, scent therapy, herbal medicines, crystal magic, spell casting. Some of you might even be looking into like the God's Eye, the definition to it, what it means, what it represents, the power that it brings forth. Like, some of you might really be looking at it. Some of you might be using a pendulum too. I have one. They look like this. It's a pendulum. You hold it, you ask it a question, directs you to the answer, right? Okay. Some of you might need to buy a pendulum. Just gonna put it out there. Like, if you have trouble deciding, it may be time to let the occult decide some shit for you. Some of you might be dealing with a tarot card reader, or like maybe they do tea leaves or palm reading or scrying, crystal ball scrying, water scrying, fire scrying. There's definitely there's a big occult presence here, like whether that's you or that's someone else, but there's definitely a big occult presence here. Some of you might be experiencing like spell casting against you as well. Maybe it was a cast that made it harder to complete something, or made it harder for you to process things. Could be them creating a blockage of some sort for you. Maybe some of you need to look into the occult to try to figure out what it is that you need to do to force that change, or to remove the veil from certain things, or to cut ties with people that don't appreciate your efforts. Like, take it as it resonates for you. Use your discernment with these people. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Y'all are being told to rise. Intuitively, you are being told to arise, appear. Don't step into any circles. That's what I'm going to say. All right. I'm still being pulled, and I'm not seeing anything else here, you guys. You guys should be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Low vibrational Gemini. Libra is here. You guys got a lot of the signs here. It can't, blah, blah. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is also here. So you guys got pretty much all the signs here. So there's really not an indication of like where exactly the energies come from. But I feel like it's a whole lot and it's coming in. It's probably something that's probably happened like between the last 10 months to a year, I'm going to say. For some of you, it could be like 10 plus years. Because we have two tens as well. So this could be a situation where 10 months, 10 years, 10 weeks, 10 people even could be. Some of you might be choosing to not go to a family get-together of some sort, and it makes other people very uncomfortable that you don't want to go. It creates a huge burden for somebody to go do that on their own. Maybe you skipped a lot of family events along the time range here, where it made it burdensome for them to have to go on themselves and explain your absence for whatever reason. Ooh. Use your intuition and your discernment to decide who's being honest and who's being not. And if you can't figure it out, maybe try some occult shit. That's what I'm going to say. That's your advice. Definitely focus in on your Neptune and your birth chart and where it's placed at now. That could be extremely significant for some of you. And sequential numbers. Repetitive numbers. 456, 222, 1010. Yeah. All right. Those are the messages that I have for y'all. If they resonate, please do hit the like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. If you'd like a personal reading, my info is in the description box below the video. For those of you who are curious about the notifications, underneath the video there's a little icon that has a bell in it. If you push the bell, it notifies you when I upload. That's how you get those notifications, for those of you who are curious about it. And with that, I will wish you all lots of love and light.